All right, let's talk about these same game multis. They're the talk of the town. Everyone loves them. Everyone's doing them. The bookies that are advertising them left, right, and center. They are the most common sort of bet at the moment that everyone loves. You go into the pub, everyone's chucking on their same game multi. What same game have you got on tonight? Now, this video is not at all designed to ridicule anyone or attack anyone for doing same game multis. I completely understand that same game multis have their place within sport and they are entertaining. Chucking a $5, $10 same gamer on a match can be a bit of fun, provides a bit of extra entertainment, provides a bit of extra engagement. They're pretty social. Everyone's talking about it. I understand it. This is not supposed to personally attack or ridicule people who do same game multis. I purely want to raise some awareness and help educate people about what exactly goes on with same game multis. And I want to look at it purely from an investment point of view and from the fact that if you are betting on same game multis in the long term, you will lose. They are a terrible long-term investment. So that's all I want to sort of focus on in this video is the long-term investments of same game multis. So first I'm going to talk about the maths behind same game multis. Secondly, I'm going to talk about the mindset that people approach same game multis with, and I'm going to add in a little simulator that I've built to sort of highlight this idea. And thirdly, I'm going to talk about the illusion of expertise and the difference that people have when they look at same game multis compared to when they look at betting with horses. All right, firstly, the maths behind same game multis. So basically, who bloody knows how the bookies determine their same game multis odds? Honestly, who bloody knows? No one knows. With normal multis, it's pretty straightforward, right? You just multiply the outcome of each individual event, you multiply them together and you get the multi odds. This is consistent across every single bookie in the world. For instance, if you have two teams and you go Carlton to win into Brisbane to win, $1.90 times by $2.40. I'm just making the numbers up. $1.90 times by $2.40, that gives you the odds of the multis. Consistent, everyone knows it. You know exactly what you're getting with a normal multi. With same game multis, it's completely up to the bookie's discretion. Who bloody knows? Who bloody knows what's going on in Sportsbet's computers, their algorithm to determine the odds of a multi? This is highlighted with these 4 same game multis that I've got here. Now, these are real same game multis. I've just dished them up. I've put no bias into it, very little thought into it, but I've purely done it to show you the differences between the odds across different bookies for the exact same game multi. Zach Bailey, Connor McKenna, Tim Kelly, Jared Lyons, Lockie Neal, Ladbrokes paying $2.45 for that multi. Bluebet $2.20, Sportsbet $2.40, Tab at $2.25. Now, you might be looking at that thinking, oh, there's not that much difference, but at the end of the day, there is a difference, and that is quite a substantial difference for things at that low odds. If they were to be multis at much higher odds, I'd guarantee you the discrepancy would look a lot larger, and you'd be like, wow, that's ridiculous. So they are big discrepancies, firstly, but the point is that they're different. Who bloody knows how these bookies are determining these odds? So essentially what that means is it's very tricky to understand if you're getting a good price or not, because even the bookies are just making up the value at the end of the day. They're just making up the odds. So who knows if you're getting good odds or not? It's very tricky to identify that. And I can almost guarantee you that if the bookies are going to make a mistake and they're going to weigh up, or should we give $2.50 or $2.40 for this multi? They're always going to give you $2.40. They're not going to risk ripping themselves off. So the maths behind same game multis, who bloody knows? It's very tricky to basically work out if a multi is good value or not. Even the bookies don't know themselves. Number 2. Now this is probably the biggest one. Now this is the mindset that people have around same game multis, particularly this idea of adding in extra legs because they're a lock and they're giving extra value into the multi. Now, I can almost guarantee everyone knows what I'm talking about, and you've potentially fallen victim to this sort of behavior, this sort of mindset, this sort of thinking of, oh, just add in a couple of extra legs. It's $1.20. It's a lock, right? It adds extra value. It's a lock. Now, I think the biggest sort of misunderstanding here is people completely misunderstand how betting market works and basically what a $1.20 leg means. Just because it's $1.20 does not mean it's a lock. It actually, a $1.20 leg actually has, if that's the true odds, if that is the true odds, there is still a 17% chance that that leg will lose at $1.20 if it's the true odds. Now, we know that the bookie are not going to give you the true odds, and the real odds are probably closer to $1.25, in which case there's a 20% chance that that leg will still lose. 20%, that's 1 in 5. So if you place 5 of those legs, there's every chance that you will lose at least one of those legs, therefore you're going to lose the multi. So just because something is $1.20, it is not a lock. Now, I'm going to show you this exact concept with a little simulator that I've built to highlight how your long-term profits look by continuously adding in $1.20 legs that are supposed to be locks. So what I've got here is a little same game multi simulator. Now I won't go too much into the details of how it works, but essentially we've got a 5-leg multi with the average odds of each leg paying $1.20, which is roughly in line with the multis that I put up on the screen before. Now, as you'll see, I've given $2.40 for the multi odds, which is pretty generous. It's in line with what Sportsbet offered, better than Bluebet and Tab. I've assumed that there's a $10 stake on this multi. Now, for each individual leg, it's paying $1.20. So in theory, it should have an 83% chance of winning. I've assumed that it has an 80% chance of winning because the bookies are going to take a little bit of an edge there. Now, as you'll see, at the moment, it's saying that all 5 legs are winning, so therefore the multi wins. What you'll notice as I run the simulation, you'll see that each leg, if it loses, then the multi is going to lose. If there's one losing leg, the multi is going to lose, obviously, right? So let's see how it looks placing 5 lock legs into one multi, and let's see how your long-term profits look. Let's go. Let's run it. Okay, we've run one. As you can see, our running total over here, multi 1 lost, so we lost $10 because 2 of the legs, even though they were lock legs, they lost. This is purely maths, purely probability. Let's have another crack. Bang, another losing leg. Multi 3, we got a winner. Nice, we got a winner. All 5 legs won, so therefore the multi won. Well done. As you can see, our running profit over here is now negative $6. We lost $10, then we won $14 profit, that is. Now, I'm just going to run this a number of times and you can start to see what it looks like in the long term. And basically what you should be noticing is just how rarely all 5 legs win. You know, like it's not as often as you'd think. You'd think 5 lock legs, chuck 5 lock legs in, they're all going to win, right? They're all locks. But literally the numbers right here, this is pure maths, shows you how rarely 5 lock legs are going to win. So therefore, if you put in lock legs, you're running a massive risk. Look at this go. Look at this go. Now, we're actually getting some pretty negative variance here. We got a winner right there nicely. Another loss. Another loss. Another loss. A winner. Well done. A winner, 2 winners in a row, beauty. Another loss, another loss, a winner, nice, another loss. All right, I'll leave it there. I've run 21 versions of it. I could keep going, but as you can see, after 21, that's on a $10 stake. So if you place $50 stakes with the exact same multi, you're going to be down, you know, what's that, 50, 300 and $330 bucks. You're going to be down. Like, stop thinking that $1.20 leg is a lock. There's still a 20% chance based on the assumption that the bookies are taking an edge, which, to be honest, they're probably taking a much larger edge. I've been probably pretty generous in this simulator. We like to do things conservatively. I've been probably very generous in this simulator. It's $1.20. There's still a high chance that the leg's going to lose. You can see what happens if you continuously throw lock legs in, what's going to happen in the long term. So hopefully that simulator does help try to raise some awareness that $1.20 leg, even $1.10, I could have done it on $1.10 and it would have been the same result. They're not locks. Stop thinking they're locks. Thirdly, the illusion of expertise and this idea that just because something should happen and you have a vested interest in a sport, so therefore you think you have a good idea about the sport, doesn't mean it will happen. A perfect example of this is I ran a poll on our story, on the system story a few days ago, July 4th, as you can see, and I put up 2 multis. The first multi being a 3-leg horse multi for 3 horses to place. The second multi being a 3-leg same game multi for 3 AFL players to get 15 or more disposals. Now, the question I pose to everyone, without knowing the odds of these multis, which multi is more of a lock? Which do you think has a better chance of winning? Not what is better, what's better value, which one would you take? Which one is a better chance of winning? And as you can see, the results were pretty skewed towards same game multi. So what that says to me is people see same game multis and they see them as safer bets. Now, that could be due to the illusion of expertise, due to this idea that they think, oh yeah, Isaac Heaney, he's had a good year. Liam Baker, yeah, he's running off the back flank. He'll get plenty. Trent Cotchins, he's been playing more midfield minutes. Yeah, they'll all get up, right? So everyone has this illusion of expertise that because they think a bit more about the topic and they know a bit more about the sport, they think that therefore the bet is a lot safer. When in reality, the bookies have taken this into account. The bookies know as well. So that's the illusion of expertise. And this is where people get sucked into a lot, I think, with same game multis, is they think they know a bit about it. So they think that they can just keep adding more legs to it because they think it should happen and therefore it will happen. But in reality, it won't. Now, to validate this even further, I ran a second poll straight after it. And this time I included the odds. So as you can see now, there's a 3-leg multi with 3 horses, the exact same multi, but I've shown you the odds. And as you can see, it's paying $1.87. As you can see, the same game multi, the footy multi, is paying $2.05. And I asked the same question: which is more likely to get up? Not which one would you take, which is better value, simply which multi has a better chance of winning. And even still, people chose same game multi. More people chose same game multi than the horse multi, even though the horse multi is paying $1.87 and the same game multi is paying $2.05. Now, if you simply look at the numbers of that, the chance of $1.87 multi getting up, regardless of what it is, regardless of if it's horses, regardless of if it's Russian table tennis, regardless of if it's Trent Cotchin to get 15 disposals, the chances of a $1.87 multi to get up is a 53.5% chance of winning. The chance of a $2.05 multi to get up is 48.8% chance. So purely off the odds alone, obviously that's why the odds are higher for the footy same game multi. Purely off the odds alone, the horse multi here has, purely off maths, a much better chance of winning than the same game multi for the footy. However, a resounding amount of people still wanted to go with the same game multi for the footy. I don't know why. I think there's a bit of illusion of expertise. I think it's a bit of just this idea that same game multis, everyone loves a same game multi. So take that for what you will. I hope you've learned something from it. Essentially, in summary, the maths behind same game multis, they're shocking. They're absolutely shocking. It's almost made up. No one's got any idea. The bookies have their way with same game multis. They have a massive edge, and that is why they are advertising them everywhere. That's why they love same game multis. They love you placing same game multis because they have a massive edge, and we as a punter have absolutely no idea basically if it's good value or not. Secondly, stop thinking $1.20 leg is a lock. I've shown you with the simulator what happens when you throw 5 locks together and what your long-term profit looks like. It's not good. Thirdly, just because something should happen doesn't mean it will. $1.20 leg on sport is the exact same as $1.20 leg in horse racing. People with horse racing see $1.20 leg and they're scared of it. They're like, no, I don't want to touch that. Why would I touch that? There's a high chance that's going to lose, and for what purpose? I'm not going to make much money. However, people see $1.20 leg with sport and they're like, yeah, you beauty, chuck it in. I know my footy. That's a lock. Chuck it in. So please take something from that. Once again, I'm not trying to ridicule or personally attack anyone. I understand same game multis are fun, but just think about what you're doing. This is what we do here. We spend full-time hours trying to help punters be better, trying to educate punters to be smarter, trying to help punters stop losing and start winning. If you're interested to learn more about what we do, check out our YouTube. We have heaps of free content, podcasts, talking about this stuff all the time. Jump over to our Instagram, see some of the content there. We're trying to help people. Yes, I know some people get a little bit pissed off seeing our faces, seeing the content that we put out there. It can be a little bit sort of in your face sometimes. I understand that. We're trying to sort of listen to the audience and trying to help people. I hope this video has been helpful. Chuck us a like, chuck us a follow. We'd love it. Thanks very much.